Enjoyable show with great dialogues and flawless delivery from the devil lead. Oops, sorry, wrong start. Immoral series that glorified Satan as a caring, likable person in human flesh. It's also not exactly right, but at least you probably guessed we're talking about Netflix's Lucifer here.
So what is it you truly desire now?
To be even more precise, we're talking about the show's cast members. So let's give it another try. Proud father of 3 beautiful daughters was accused of adultery. Pulled over, punched, and humiliated by the police for no other reason than his skin color? Former dancer went through the hell of immigration to become an actress overseas. Oh Lord, Lord of Hell we mean. It seems like their real lives are as dramatic as the on-screen ones. Keep watching the video to figure out everything you wanted to know about Lucifer's cast members. And don't forget to subscribe to Rumour Juice YouTube channel.
Thing I've had to tell you. Right, I'd like a ride to Los Angeles, please.
Tom Ellis. What if we tell you that Welsh actor Tom Ellis, who portrays the most charming devil television has ever seen, is the son of a Baptist preacher in real life? Yeah, that's hilariously ironic.
I'm Lucifer Bloody Morningstar.
Thanks to his father, Ellis even participated in nativity plays when he was a kid. Tom, however, wasn't allowed to play one of the major roles because Ellis Sr. didn't want to be accused of nepotism. Luckily, inability to play the leads didn't have a bad impact on Tom's dream of becoming an actor.
Have you seen the face of the devil?
Oof, every morning in the mirror, pal.
While still in his teens, he went to drama school. During the first year, he performed a pantomime of Beauty and the Beast, along with his best friend, who was none other than James McAvoy. If smartphones existed at the time, we bet the video of such a performance would become viral on YouTube. Another interesting thing about Ellis is that he perceived himself as a comedic actor before landing a gig in Lucifer. Although most people would assume Ellis took the role of the devil because it offered him greater pay and exposure, his real motivation was the script itself and the humor of the show.
Here we go.
No.
Right, this one is good.
No. Put that down. Put that down.
What? Jealous someone else has their hand up my butt?
Besides, he was attracted to the complicity of Lucifer because the actor saw his character as a person who struggled to understand himself. Did he somehow relate to his character? He probably did. You might have heard that Ellis proposed to his EastEnders co-star Tamsin Outhwaite only 6 months after they met. Their first daughter was born the same year they tied the knot, and 4 years later, the couple welcomed their second daughter. The two were happily married for 8 years, but unfortunately, it ended in divorce after it was discovered that Tom had been unfaithful to Tamsin while working in the USA. Outhwaite also claimed that it was not just a one-night stand.
You could change.
But what if I can't?
Sadly, it all led to Tom's separation from his daughters. Ellis and his ex-wife managed to maintain a cordial relationship. However, the fact that his daughters live with their mother in Wales means that he often has to spend months without seeing them, depending on his Hollywood work schedule. Still, Tom does his best to be a good father for his 3 daughters. Yes, 3 daughters! He also has a 15-year-old kid from his previous relationship. During an interview with People magazine, Ellis revealed that his children don't care who he plays on TV. Maybe it's for the best? Lauren German. You definitely remember the incomparable detective Chloe Decker, who was portrayed by Lauren German. She made a successful career in less than 10 years in the business, but surprisingly, film and TV wasn't Lauren's first choice of career. Lauren studied anthropology at the University of Southern California, and her first acting jobs were more of a hobby for her. When it eventually turned into a profession, German noticed one tendency. I'm always the suicidal girl, or a girl who's dying, or the girl who's trying to kill someone else. I love the intensity of these roles, but I would also like to try myself at something a little more lighthearted. Lauren also said she's always wanted to get a role in comedy, but apparently casting directors see Lauren German as a strong, brave, and fearless woman who can mislead even the devil.
Everybody back the hell off, you're going to jail.
But maybe it's who she really is. Lauren's also known for doing all stunts by herself. The 41-year-old insists she is accident-prone. According to the actress, she has a reputation for falling off horses and tripping over her own high heels. Don't you think German can use this feature if she finally gets a role in comedy? Kevin Alejandro. Hollywood has always been the biggest dream for Kevin Alejandro, the actor who portrays Dan on the show.
Camera set.
And action.
Kevin was only 24 when he sold all of his possessions to be able to move to Los Angeles, which was definitely an all-or-nothing move. Alejandro knew no one in the town when he started, He's gone a long professional way that involved all kinds of jobs, from small parts in rom-coms to leads in period pieces, and even Macbeth on screen. Alejandro's ability to embrace a wide range of roles has prevented him from being typecast, which is obviously a good thing. A couple of years ago, Kevin and his friends started a scholarship fund, which is meant to cover the cost of college for theater students from an underprivileged background. Whoa, it's so cool he decided to help talented but poor youngsters who come to the City of Stars in pursuit of their dream. Kevin knows how it feels. He was exactly there just 2 decades ago. David Bryan Woodside.
You see, I was sent down here to be with you for a reason. Now, maybe that means I'm supposed to learn from you.
It's truly exciting how Woodside, who portrayed Lucifer's older brother, ended up in acting. In short, Woodside got into this business after a high school football injury sidelined him, and he by complete coincidence wandered into a rehearsal for a musical. It must have been destiny. Not many people are lucky to find their vocations at such an early age. Unfortunately, Woodside's life at the time was full of some unequivocally terrible things as well. Commenting on the latest protest in America, Woodside revealed some shocking details from his own experience with the police. The actor tweeted, "I was smacked in the mouth, handcuffed, and made to sit in the back of a patrol car. I was walking through a predominantly white neighborhood on my way home from the store. Cop pulled over, got out, asked me my name. I asked him why. That's it. I was 7 years old. 7. It was only one of several terrible stories Woodside shared. I was 9 years old when a cop first pulled a gun on me. By the time I was 20, I couldn't tell you how many times that my friends and I had been pulled over, punched, smacked around, handcuffed, and thrown on curbs to be humiliated. To reiterate, I lost count by the time I was 20. However, as far as the police treatment is concerned, the most astonishing and unsettling thing for Woodside was that they suddenly started treating him differently upon realizing he was a film star. The 50-year-old said that such an attitude is not okay with him either. He wants to be treated in a good way regardless of his race and status. Amen to that. Lesley Ann Warren. Maze, the confidant and devoted ally of Lucifer Morningstar, was brought to life by actress Lesley Ann Warren.
I'm just evil.
She immigrated from her native South Africa to New Zealand when she was only 17, and according to the actress, it was really hard for her to leave friends, family, and culture behind. However, almost a decade later, she was lucky to use this painful experience while portraying Maze, who was going through pretty much the same while trying to get used to life on Earth.
I need a character reference.
In addition to being a talented actress, Lesley Ann is also an avid traveler. Over the course of her round-the-world trips, Brant has been mistaken for a wide range of ethnicities. The actress didn't mind that, though it's really important for her to stay true to her origin. While most of Hollywood's residents dream of fame, money, and recognition, Brant's main goal in Hollywood is to document the often complicated stories of South African people. I would love to do something that pays homage to my country and my community. I don't think that there's been a movie that fully goes into the heartache that was experienced in apartheid as it relates to families, particularly families that broke the Mixed Marriages Act. Let's wish the actress good luck in making her meaningful and socially important dream come true. In Bar Lobby. Eve, the world's first female human, Cain's mother, and former lover of Lucifer, could only be portrayed by someone who could handle the complexity of this character.
Wait, do you mean as in Eve? Eve? As in Adam and Eve?
I can't believe they still put his name first. These are supposed to be more progressive times.
Lavi was probably the best possible choice. In a candid interview with Elle, the Israel-born actress revealed that she had been very passionate about storytelling since childhood. I really don't remember a time when I didn't want to be an actor, and ever since I could remember, I had a really extravagant imagination. I would come home and tell my mom about all these crazy adventures I went through. Unfortunately, Inbar's parents had a very troubled relationship. The only moments they stopped fighting were when their young daughter staged performances for them or was telling them interesting stories. Inbar did a lot of ballet and contemporary dance, but when she graduated from high school, she decided to pursue acting. She cut all ties, went to America, and worked really hard to thrive in an unknown artistic environment. Well, she definitely succeeded. Unfortunately, Lucifer's cast members deal with hellish situations not only on screen, but the most important thing is they successfully handle all the troubles they're going through, which makes us love them even more. As always, we are very eager to see your opinion in the comments section below. And do tell us which topic we should cover next. Behind-the-scenes dramas of your favorite shows? Why did this seemingly perfect couple break up? How come this Hollywood hottie is still alone? Who holds the title of the most fan-friendly celebrity? Make your voice heard, and we at Rumour Juice will make sure you're never bored. Subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to tell your friends how cool we are.